This video is sponsored by PokemonStore.com, the best place to get yourself some TCGO code cards. Are you looking for that last card to complete your deck, or just to get the latest booster pack in town on TCGO? Well, they have everything. Use the coupon code ZACTCG and get 5% off your next order. Also, this video is sponsored by CardsMarket.com. This is a European platform where you're able to buy and sell cards to people all across Europe. I personally use it every single day, and you can get booster packs, even old school cards like this cool Mr. Mime over here. So be sure to check it out on CardsMarket.com. Last but certainly not least is going to be yourplaymat.com. This is a website where you're able to create your own unique custom playmat. Get your own unique custom playmat right now by clicking the link in the description below or using the coupon code ZACTCG10YP and get 10% off your order when creating your own unique custom playmat for the new season. Anyhow, thanks for sticking around on the commercials. I'll see you guys very shortly. Peace. What's up YouTube, it's TCG here and welcome back to our TCG deck profile video on my channel. As always, you get daily Pokemon TCG content on this channel, so be sure you are subscribed so you don't ever miss out. Today, another budget deck on the menu. People are asking, oh, I'm going to want to be playing in the post rotation format, but I don't have the budget to make like a crazy VMAX deck. Well, there's still a few one price archetypes that are good. We already talked about Malamar, we talked about the Decidueye. There's still some archetypes out there that you are able to use in this format. So today, we're going to be talking about Cinderace. The good thing about Cinderace here is that Cinderace is able to accelerate energy, so it's one of the few fire decks remaining. We still have Victini VMAX, but thanks to the Libero ability, you're actually able to accelerate two fire energies from your discard pile to it if you've moved from the bench to the active position. So that's super nice. We have Birdkeeper, Scoop Up Net, as well as the Air Balloon to make that happen, so that's very, very nice for sure. And this is able to slap 190, enough to two-shot all the VMAXs in town. Sometimes you can even get evolving V Pokemon, because with Galarian, Zigzagoon, and Scoop Up Net, you can also hit to something like 210 damage output for something like Ice Rider, Calyrex, VMAX. And if you get multiple Scoop Up Nets, you can even hit for bigger numbers. So very cool for sure. And also if your Zigzagoon somehow gets knocked out, we of course have the new item card here, and that is going to be the rescue carrier, allowing you to get back 2 Pokemon with 90 HP or less from the discard pile instantly to your hand. So that's something I really love. With of course the post-rotation content. This is going to be the card that comes out on the 27th of August in Evolving Skies. Rescue Carrier, there's only one copy of that in here, because you also have Ordinary Rod, which can also get back energies in tough situations. So just to stress that out, this is a one price archetype, and it is not running any V Pokemon whatsoever. So no Crobat V, no Eldegoss V, no crazy V Maxes that are way too expensive. This is a nice and easy budget deck to get yourself in the game, and understanding that this deck is also able to win some games just because you can two-shot VMAXs and uptrade on them. ADP is no longer an issue, so that's gone. I know we don't have Mew from Unbroken Bond to protect our bench, but we do have a Rescue Carrier to get back some stuff if a GMAX Rapid Flow comes our way. What else is in this list? Well, glad you asked. We're going to be running the Snorlax engine. There's only one copy of that in here, but it is going to be nice and easy to search out with Quick Ball or the high amount of Capture Energy. Capture Energy is going to be one of the cards that is going to be in almost every single list post-rotation, which is super strong. And you're going to be able to scout out your Snorlax in no time. And if it's in the active slot, you're going to be able to draw cards until you have 7 in the hand and you do end your turn, which is not a big issue, because on the first turn you're not attacking anyhow. What is also a nice Pokemon to have in the active slot is Jirachi here. Dreamy Revelations, one during your turn. You can, if it's in the active slot, look at the top 2 cards of your deck and put one of them in the hand and the other back on top of the deck. So this also helps out to dig even further into the deck, because we will need to find our rare candy. So ideal on the first turn, you use Level Ball. There's 4 copies of that in here. There's 4 copies of Quick Ball and even 3 copies of Capture Energy in this list. So what you want to do is get out as many score bunnies as possible. On top of that, you also want some Cinccino, so you have some draw power the following turn, and then you're going to be able to find your rare candies, no problems asked. You might think, ooh, I'm putting research in here. Sometimes there are games that you discard some rare candy, so that's why our good friend Raboot is also in here. 2 copies of that, so you can manually evolve. Well, you can rare candy into the Cinderace, or you can have a bench evolve manually with Reboot in here. This list also has an auto win against Decidueye. It has, of course, a crazy matchup against Zacian deck. So it does have some favorable matchups here and there in the format. I know VMAX Rapid Flow, aka Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX, is a little bit of an issue, but sometimes you also are able to win that if they don't have back-to-back VMAX Rapid Flows. We do have the Rescue Carrier. As mentioned, this is going to be the card that's going to help you recover your Pokemon very, very quickly with 90 HP or less. So yeah, lots of crazy things to talk about in the Cinderace list. There's also the Cinderace Single Strike fella over here, which is going to be doing 30 damage more to your opponent's active Pokemon for every prize card the opponent has taken. Since we're not running any V Pokemon, the chance of that happening in a lot of matchups is very, very high. That means this Cinderace can actually slap 150 more damage, and with the Fireball shot already slapping 150 damage, you're gonna be able to slap 300 damage. And 300 damage out of nowhere is super scary, definitely considering the fact we're also having Galarian Zigzagoon, that's 310, and some Scoop Up Nuts by our side, that's going to be enough damage to one-hit KO VMAXs, which is going to be your late game ace in the hole. So very interesting list. We no longer have Welder, so that is a little bit of an issue. You will need to attach manually to one of the Reboots, while of course getting energies with your other Cinderace. So it's gonna be tricky to get this off because we will need Welder to do it, but in some games you're gonna be able to get it off, and that's why it's gonna be very, very powerful. You might also think about adding in like a single strike energies and maybe a Houndoom line, but that's a little bit clunky in my opinion. Just try to set this up and get a checkmate position. Just attach to one of the Pokemon on the bench, and while you're doing that, you can also accelerate energies to this Cinderace. So it's gonna be interesting for sure. Definitely if you get first turn captured energy, they leave alone your Reboot, actually your Score Bunny, you're gonna be able to accelerate the energies from the discard pile, and then the manual attach of the turn could go to another Score Bunny, which can set himself up to of course become this Cinderace with Single Strike. I know it's a little bit tough to get it out, but if you can get it out, you're gonna be winning some games, so that's why I included the copy in here. Now, Cinccino is also part of the deck, being able to use the Crazy Attack Energy Assistant, which also could help out to set up one of the Cinderace on the bench, so that could be an option. But more importantly, Make Do, allowing you to discard a card from hand, and then you can draw 2 cards. Not only can you get your Fire Energies in the discard pile, which is very, very, very strong, because if they're in the discard pile, you can accelerate them with the Cinderace. The cool thing is that you also draw a lot of cards, so you can find your Rare Candies, so the deck runs from itself. And seeing as we run 4 Level Ball and some Quick Balls, 4 Quick Balls and Capture Energy, Cinccino is going to be a very great card in this list. So early on, you want to Snorlax in the active position, draw a lot of cards. The next turn, you want to be evolving so as many Minchinos and Reboots, as Score Bunnies as possible, and then go offensively very quickly. You, of course, are able to one-hit KO evolving V Pokemon with the help of Galarian Zigzagoon, or you can one-hit KO stuff like Crobat. There are some Bossasaurus in here. You have Palpats at your disposal, so you can put some Bossasaurus back in the deck, so you can hunt after Crobat V, Eldegoss V, Cricketune V, you name it. So you can uptrade very nice and easily. Now we're going to be talking about the item cards. I've already talked about 4 Quick Ball, 4 Level Up. There's also 3 Evolution Instants, so this deck is going to be very, very easy to find the evolutions. Your Cincinos, your Reboots, or Cinderace are going to be flying out of the deck in no time, and that's something I really like in this specific list. What else can we see is that the 4 Rare Candy, as mentioned, you need to evolve and skip the Reboot as quickly as possible. If it doesn't happen, don't worry, you can also manually evolve, but Rare Candy is the fastest way to get that second turn Libero ability activated, so you can get Flare Striker and slap 190 damage. Very, very nice and efficient. Okay, what else? 3 Scoop Up Nuts. I even want to be going up to 4 copies, but I couldn't find the room for it right now. That means Galarian Zigzagoon is going to be able to Headbutt Tantrum with Scoop Up Nuts. Is going to be fantastic. What else do we see in this list? As for the supporter lineup, there's 2 research. I didn't want to go for like 4 research because discarding too much stuff early on is definitely going to be a problem. That's why we opted to go for 3 Marnie and of course 2 Birdkeeper, because if you use the Snorlax Gorman dice, sometimes you have lots of Rare Candies in hand, and if you have like 4 research, you're going to be throwing away too many resources, and that's something we didn't want. So 2 copies of research, and then this situation, instead of going for 4 research, we're going to go for 2 research and 2 Birdkeeper, and Birdkeeper allows you to actually switch out, which activates the ability Libero, or you can also get the Snorlax out of the active position with Gorman dice. So lots of crazy things possible. Then to follow it up, 2 Bosses orders. And with Palpat, you even get can actually boss up to 4 times in a game if all goes well. So that means you can hunt after 2 prize support Pokemon and also win that way. Seeing as these Zacian decks are gonna get more popular, I've seen Zacian decks with Galarian Moltres, I've seen Zacian decks with Ludicolo, I've seen Zacian decks with Inteleon. Zacian is probably not gonna go anywhere, so you're gonna have a favorable matchup by your side. And to finish off the trainers, we have Air Balloon, and that actually makes sure that everything has free retreat except for the Snorlax, but we have Scoop Up Net and Bird Keeper to just get that Snorlax out of the active position. We have 6 fire energies. You might think that's a little bit much in this list, seeing as we can get them back time and time again, but the reason that we have 6 fire energies is that we no longer have Giant Heart to scout them out, and this also allows you to use Quick Ball to get them in a discard pile earlier. 6 energies will allow you to actually get some of them in the list. Preferably you want to have a capture energy early on, but you also want some fire energies in the opening hand so you can discard them with Quick Ball or Research or Make Do, and that's going to be making the deck more consistent. Anyhow, hopefully you guys enjoyed another budget deck on the channel. If you are, of course, a fan of Cinderace, let me know by destroying the hell out of the like button. It helps out in many ways. Let me know in the comment section if you will try out Cinderace for yourself. Is this a budget deck that's going to be able to make a dent in the format? Yeah, I don't know. It all depends on how the meta will develop, but this is a solid 1-price archetype. I know we no longer have bench barrier to protect ourselves, but being able to slap 190 back-to-back is going to be very strong for sure. And a late game finisher, Cinderace, if you're able to get it off, is also going to be one-shotting a VMAX when the opponent least expects it. Anyhow, be sure to check out our sponsors, PokedownStore.com for TCGO code cards. They will have Evolving Skies up on stock again very shortly. The first batch of codes have already been sold out completely. Be sure to refresh the website every single day. They have Evolving Skies, and they are going to be able to update the site frequently to get more codes on there. Use the coupon code ZADOISTCG and get 5% off your order today. Also go check out cardsmarket.com, a European platform where you're able to buy and sell cards to people all across Europe. I personally use it every day to sell some cards, and you should do that as well if you're a European player. Last but certainly not least is yourplaymat.com, the website where you can create your own unique custom playmat. Very nice to start the season with your own favorite image onto a playmat, or maybe you've designed something yourself for your team. It's gonna be fantastic. You can print the playmat on yourplaymat.com very nice and easily, and they ship worldwide. Click the link in the description right now and get 10% off your order when creating a playmat right now. Anyhow, have yourself a fantastic rest of your day. I'll see you guys tomorrow with more Pokemon TCG epicness. Try out Cinderace. Peace.